Okay, we're back, everyone. Thank you for being here. We're going to go over this quick mini lesson. We're going to review what we already talked about. Again, this is our literature lesson, our writing lesson. We've been talking about the five W's. The five W's. Let's count them off. Who, what, where, when, why. Now, I get confused sometimes with five, so let's say it again one more time. Who, what, when,
where,
why. Right now, honestly, I'm giving you both high fives right now across the board because that was fantastic. I'm going to thank you both right now. Before we even start, I'm going to say thank you because I know you're going to work hard, you're going to pay attention, and you're going to make me look good. And that's that's always a win-win. So we're not going to talk about the entire five W's. We're going to focus on two. We're going to focus on who and where. Who being a person, and a where meaning a place, a location. But first we're going to start off with who. Now, a who can be a person or a who can be an animal, of course, but we're going to talk about people specifically, only people today. Now, as you can see, I've printed out these nice pretty color images with different people that we would see in the community, and we're going to put these together to some names, make some flashcards, and just have a really fun, creative lesson about who and where today. Two of the five W's. All right, so this picture here is a nurse. This is a fire person, policewoman, teacher, bus driver, lifeguard. I think that's a chef. He's cooking something, so we'll go chef. Crossing guard, farmer, librarian, and doctor. So we have 11 pictures there. Now, my favorite, honestly, is the lifeguard because it's hot and I love a pool and I want to go swimming. Out of these 11 pictures, Autumn, which one do you like?
that one.
Lifeguard? See, I thought so. We think alike. Aiden?
I like the farmer.
Ah, there's nothing wrong with being a farmer. No, we got to have food, so farming is awesome. So we have these pictures right here again. Nurse, fireman, police, teacher, bus driver, lifeguard, chef, crossing guard, farmer, librarian, doctor. You say it enough right there. It really is a tongue twister. Now, I do have also on this paper, I just have all of these words printed on there, which are locations. But we're going to talk about the who first. So I'm going to ask you first, Aiden. This is a nurse. A nurse is a person, and a person is a who. So a nurse is a person, and a person is a who. Is this nurse a person? Perfect, thank you. How about this teacher? Is this teacher a person? And a person is a who. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. I was waiting for you, but you're perfect. Thank you, Autumn. This is a bus driver. A bus driver is a person, and a person is a, thank you very much. Autumn, I'm gonna bring this over to you right here. A crossing guard is a person, and a person is a, absolutely. One more time. This is a doctor. A doctor is a person, and a person is a, can I hear you say a person is a who? Perfect, thank you so much. How about you, Aiden? Can you say a person is a who?
Person is a who.
Perfect. Let me ask you a question here. This is a colored pencil. Is a colored person, a colored pencil a who?
No.
No, it's not a person, right? And not an animal, but again, we're not talking about animals right now. So we know that a person is a who, and a who is a person, in reverse sometimes right there. So we have these 11 pictures right here. What I'd like for you to do for me, I have these two pair of scissors. I'd like you all to work together and to cut out those pictures for me. We're actually gonna make some flashcards and we're gonna have some flashcard fun. Actually, while Autumn is working on that, Aiden, you can go out and cut out the other half of our flashcards, which are the words. And I will say, Autumn, you cut way better than I do. I had so many different scraps of paper, so thank you. You're being very focused, very attentive, and you're actually making really nice flashcards. I'm actually jealous, so thank you. I can just see you, Aiden. You're focusing on those straight lines perfectly. I can see you. You're just perfectly focused on those, and I love that. Thank you. I said earlier I wanted to thank you all before we started for working so hard, and I can already see you're working hard as we go, so I appreciate it. When you're done, again, there's no rush, but you can show me that you're done by putting your scissors to your right and having both your hands on top of the table. That's how I know we're ready to go to the next section. Oh, you're fine. Take your time. It looks like Autumn's going to be done first, but Autumn has the pretty colored pictures. I see you, Aiden, over there looking. Now you're like, I'm going to start cutting faster. I saw that look right there. But thank you. You both are really helping me out. I appreciate it. And while we're cutting, because this gives me an opportunity to sit here and review with you all, because I know you all can multitask. So I see you're cutting out some pictures of people there, Autumn, and a person is a who, correct?
And who?
There it is right there. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So it looks like you're done. You put your scissors down, your hands are on the table. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm gonna give you one more high five because that means you were listening, and I thank you for that. And what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna take the pictures that you have cut with the words that Aiden is cutting out, and we're actually gonna glue them back to back and make our own flashcards.
Oh.
Oh, now I probably should have said that earlier, but you know, trying to keep it a surprise. A little bit, but I did bring the glue stick, and you can get ready right there if you want to start gluing, or excuse me, if you want to start pulling out your cards and separating them. I figured the best part would be is we'll start with one picture, and then we will pick the correct set of words and we'll match them together, and we'll review as we go. Perfect. And I can see Aiden finishing up right now. All right. Thank you very much, sir. Looks like you got it, right? Can you show me you're ready? That's exactly what I'm talking about. High five as well, because that means you're listening to me also, and I appreciate that. So we have the who, the picture on one side, and then on the other side, we actually have the names or the place where that who would most likely be. So we have the who is a picture, and we have the names, which is the where. So you have in your hand, you have a bus driver, and a bus driver would most likely be on the bus, which is why Aiden is holding up the bus tag. So now we're gonna just glue those together, and these are gonna be our who and our where flashcards. And when you're done, you can put those right in front of me right here. Look at that, that's perfect attention, perfect. And we're gonna stack these up right here. We're gonna keep going, and we will review these as we go. So Autumn, you have the nurse,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna ask you, Aiden, where would you most likely see a nurse? The where? At a hospital, perfect, thank you. We can glue those together. Now, I know we were focusing on the who first, but as we're going, as we can see, with the locations, like the hospital would be the where. So the nurse would be the who, and the where would be the hospital, which is why we're doing who and where today. We have the librarian, and we would see the librarian at the library. A librarian is a person, and a person is a who. And the library is a place where you go to, and a place where you go to would be where. the front would be a lifeguard. A lifeguard is a person, and a person is a who, correct? A lifeguard works at a place or works at a pool, and a place would be a, so a pool would be a, it's where, it's a location. Perfect. Next flashcard. Fire person, perfect. And a fire person is a who, and a who is a person. Aiden, where would we see a fire person or fireman or firewoman?
At a fire
At
station.
a fire station. A fire station is a place, and a place is a
Where?
is a where. Perfect. Thank you. Nope. I see you were digging in deep. You knew the answer right there. You had to think about it, and you did, and you got the right answer. So that's the most important part right there. There really is no wrong or right answer when you're trying your best, because we're learning. It's a process. What do you have there?
Farmer.
Uh-oh. That's Aiden's favorite. He said it. So that's a picture is a farmer is a person, and a person is a who. And where will we find that person?
At a farm.
At a farm, and a farm is a place, and a place is a where. Let's make that flashcard. We're about halfway through, but this is perfect. Thank you. Putting those in the pile.
And I got a doctor. And a doctor is a person, and a person is a who. And you find a doctor at a doctor's office. A doctor's office is a place.
And a place is a
Where?
oh my gosh, thank you. So I'm just gonna be quiet right now because you two just knocked that out perfectly. So thank you. I'm gonna let you all finish the rest of the flashcards. I really appreciate the fact that you talked it out and you said each card step by step. So thank you. I'm gonna sit here until we're done. I'm gonna keep collecting these flashcards. Then we're gonna do a quick review and we'll move on to the next part. And we do get the color. I see you looking at the colored pencils. So yes, we are gonna color in a bit, I promise.
A person is a who, and a who is a person.
Okay.
A chef is a person. You find a chef at a restaurant.
And the restaurant would be,
Is a place, and a place is a where.
there it is.
Police person is a person, and a person is a who, and a who is a person. And you find a police officer at the police station. A police station. A police station is a place, and a place is a where. So a cross guard is a person, and a person is a who is a person. And you find a crossing guard at a crossing guard at a school.
A crosswalk
Yeah, crosswalk.
or at a school. I'll take both those.
And a crosswalk is a place, and a place is a where.
All right, our last one.
So a teacher is a person, and a person is a who, and a who is a person. You find a teacher at a school, and so a school is a place, and a place is a where.
Honestly, we're done. We can leave. No, we've got a few more steps, but that was perfect. And what I like right now is our scissors are down, the glue is to the side, and hands are on table because that's how I know we're ready. Now, honestly, I was going to go ahead and review these with you, these pictures, but you all just said these so effortlessly. We're going to move on to the next task, but I am going to leave these right here. All right? So I'm going to let, who wants to pick first?
Me.
I heard of me. I saw Autumn's hand go up first, so I'm going to go with Autumn, just because I love the hand. So you can pick from this side or this side. Which one? This side? All right. You can go ahead and take one from the stack, one piece of paper. All right, so you picked up the wheres and you picked up the whos. Now, as you can see, there are questions, there are open boxes, and you see there's a line on the bottom and some more cut and paste. So yes, we're gonna cut and paste and we are gonna color a little bit. So what I want you all to do right now, take some colored pencils, and I would like you just to color in below the cutting mark. Those 4 pictures on the bottom, take some colored pencil, just color those in. Any color you want to, there really is no right and wrong when it comes to coloring. Just like these flashcards, color just works better sometimes. But now you get to be creative. Make your own marks on there. I love that color blue right there. That's a great choice right there. Excellent choice. You both reach for yellow at the same time. I love that. But you shared, see? Sharing is caring. See? You're a good brother and you're a good sister. I'm not saying that just because your mom's down the hall. I'll tell her later when we're done. Maybe reach here. You don't have to reach so far, making it difficult. And the reason why I have you working on separate who and where and coloring, besides making the flashcards, which are important, when we're all done with this, I've designed some riddles. Now we're not gonna color and cut and paste the riddles. We're gonna talk about them together. But I worked really hard on the riddles and they're really fun, I promise. So I get to try them out for the first time. I think I'm funny, so I worked really hard on these. So hopefully you'll laugh at the riddles, not at me. Autumn, it looks like you're ready.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. I see that Aiden is almost done. Do you have a dog at home?
Yeah.
What's your dog's name?
Coco.
Coco.
She's a chocolate lab.
About this size?
Yeah.
I do. I love labs.
She's like 9 years old.
Still in the puppy range as well. I have a dog. Now my dog is massive, and I'm not joking. My dog is 125 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah, my dog is a full-blood mastiff. Mastiff, big tall dog, yes. And his name is Tank, for obvious reasons, right? His name is actually Tank Adventure, because he loves to go outside and play. So. We're gonna find out. Don't ruin the surprise right now, but we are gonna find out. That's my super secret right there, a monkey in a suit. All right, so we're finishing up coloring right here, and as we talked about, Aiden has who, Autumn has where, and of course we did color out the other half of the flashcards right there. We are gonna cut those out at the end, but we're gonna paste them in the appropriate box. So if you've got 4 different pictures colored, Aiden's got 4 different pictures colored, and we are going to read through each of these. I'm gonna have you answer them, and once you make the correct answer, then you can cut out that picture and you can glue or paste it onto that spot. All right? Now you chose first, so how about we let Aiden go first with the first question. All right? So I'm going to read out the first part of this question, and then I'm gonna have you read it back to me, and then we'll go ahead and pick out an answer, okay?
Okay.
So you're working with who? The first one says, who takes care of sick animals? Who takes care of sick animals? A veterinarian. Is there a veterinarian on your paper?
Yes.
Can you point to it, please? That is correct. Can you go ahead and cut out veterinarian? You know what? Thank you for asking, because that is a great instruction that you can pass along to your brother, and you are correct. While he's cutting and pasting, can you pass them the glue? We're gonna go ahead and work on this one together. Your first one says, where does a whale live? Where does a whale live?
Ocean.
And you did point to it. Thank you very much. And very nice coloring, by the way. You can go ahead and cut that out. And your first question, if I remember, Aiden, is who takes care of sick animals? And that would be, and a veterinarian is a person.
And a person is a who.
Absolutely correct. And that's why you have the who form there. Thank you very much. All right. And the question that we had asked to Autumn is, where does a place live? Excuse me, where does a whale live? And you said the ocean. And the ocean is a place. And a place is a where. Perfect. I'm gonna let you go ahead and glue that on. I'm gonna go back to Aiden. Next one.
Who flies the space shuttle?
Who flies the space shuttle? Can you point to the picture, please?
Astronaut.
And that is an astronaut. An astronaut is a person.
And a person is a who, and who is a person.
There you go, buddy. You can go ahead and start gluing. You ready for your next one? All right. Where do you wear a ring? Can you point to the picture? To a finger, that is correct. Now, a finger is not a who. A finger would be a place, and a place would, correct. Because remember, sometimes a where could be like our finger. Before we were talking about places like an ocean, or we were talking about China, which is a different place. But again, we have places on our body, which would be where. All right, it looks like Aiden is ready. Next one,
Who
please.
drinks from a bottle?
Who drinks from a bottle?
A baby.
And a baby is a person?
Yes, and a person is a who.
All right. While you're gluing, I'm gonna go ahead to our next one here with Autumn.
Where did Humpty Dumpty sit?
Where did Humpty Dumpty sit?
On a brick wall.
On a brick wall. Is a brick wall a who or a where?
A where?
It's a where, because a where is a place. Thank you very much. And I will say you are both excellent colorers. And that really is a word. All right, last one for Aiden. Who brings,
kids presents on Christmas?
so I'm gonna say it again because this is amazing right here. Who brings kids presents on Christmas?
Santa Claus.
San-
Santa Claus is a person, and a person is a who.
Perfect, thank you very much. Last one for Miss Autumn.
Where can you find a cactus?
Where can you find a cactus?
A desert.
And a desert is?
A place, and a place is a where.
Perfect, thank
Also
you.
find them at Home Depot.
Ah! And Home Depot is a place.
And a place is a where.
There it is. Oh my goodness. I haven't smiled this much in a very long time, I promise. So thank you again. All right, so it looks like you're done.
Mhm.
I want you to just take all your supplies, push them over to the side here so you have a clean workspace. All right, I'm gonna push these pencils over here. Perfect. And it looks like you're done as well. All right, I'm gonna take your paper. I'm gonna put this over here. Thank you very much. So we're almost done, I promise. I know it's been a long lesson and you two are just, again, you're smiling, you're staying focused. So it makes me feel like I'm doing something good and I feel good hanging out with y'all. Now, I talk about these riddles. Now, I told you, I wrote them. I think they're pretty good. So you're welcome to laugh, but if they're not funny, don't laugh at me. All right? Is that a bet? Is that a deal? All right. So, I have riddles. I have pictures on the bottom that we're not gonna cut out, but I'm gonna read them to you, and I'd like you to just answer who or where. All right? It lives in the ocean, looks like a saucer, you can see through it, and it can sting you. An octopus or a jellyfish?
Jellyfish.
It is a jellyfish. Now, a jellyfish is an animal. An animal is a who? Like a person, but still a who, correct? Right? It lives in the ocean. It has 5 arms that go around the body. It is brown and it feels rough. Starfish. It lives in the ocean. It is brown. It has 5 arms that go around the body and it feels rough. We're talking about an animal, and an animal, it's not a person, but it still is a who, correct. Oh, this is a good one right here. It is a dessert. It can be round or square. You bake it in a pan and you cut a piece and eat it with a fork.
Cake.
Correct.
Let's say brownie.
And you're both right, because I actually have wrote brownie on my paper right here.
So brownie is basically like
There it is. And you said cake, and I was like, I guess it could be a cake. So, it is dessert. You bake them. It is a dessert. It can be round or square. You bake it in a pan, and you cut a piece and eat it with a fork. Is that a who, a where, or neither? Neither. I think you're correct. Because is a brownie a person?
No.
Is a brownie a place?
No.
So it would be neither. All right, I'll go with that one.
What if there was a country named Brownie?
If there was a country named Brownie, I'd be living there right now. And then the capital of the country would have to be ice cream. All right, so, okay. So now I'm getting sidetracked. Now I want some dessert. So thank you very much. I love it. All right, a few more. You can find this on the street. It has wheels. It takes children to school. It has lots of seats.
A bus.
A bus. And a bus is see, now thank you for saying that, but don't worry, there is no wrong answers. But I wanted to clarify because you're asking a really good question. So where would you find a bus? At a school. And a school is a place? And a place is a where. All right. You can find this in the sky. It has one big propeller on top. It has a little propeller on the tail. So one on top, one on the tail. And only a few people can ride in it.
So a helicopter.
It is a helicopter. Now, a helicopter, is that a who or a where? Neither. Absolutely are correct. All right. So now, I'm going to get to the very end because you all have done excellently. You've answered all my questions. We're going to do one more riddle, but then we're going to do a quick review and we're going to be done. All right? All right. Thank you very, very much.
How are you?
So this is in the sky. It is round. It is very hot, and it makes daylight outside.
Sun.
It is the sun. It was really hot yesterday, so the sun was out. That's how I wrote this one. It was stuck in my head. Now, this might be a tricky question, and it wasn't my intention. Now, is the sun a who or a where?
Where?
The sun can be a where. And why would the sun be a where? Because it is a place. Absolutely. A sun is a where because the sun is a place. Because people would go to the sun.
Well,
And if I was
incinerated.
That is correct.
They wouldn't want to go.
They wouldn't want to go. I wouldn't want to go to the sun. I do want to go to Mars, but that's a whole different story right there. One more riddle, then we're going to do a quick review. This is in the sky. You sometimes see this after it rains. It has different colors. It is shaped like an arch.
Rainbow.
It is a rainbow.
I was gonna say moon, like a half, like a moon.
Very smart young lady. Now, is a rainbow a who or a where?
Well, no, it's not neither.
Now, I want to go ahead and talk about your first answer. Because when I wrote this, I was like, it could be a where, because a rainbow is a place where some people would like to go to, or it's a place in the sky. And if it is a place, it is a where. So I'm gonna agree with you, I'm gonna say yes. Now, you didn't agree, Autumn, which is not a bad thing. You were gonna say neither. Can you tell me why?
Because it's like not really a person, and it's not really a place because you can't really like you can sort of touch it, but it like goes on forever. It's like you can really touch it.
Wait, you kinda could, but kinda can't. It's like,
Yeah,
it's
but
just
it's not-
air with like rain.
It's sort of a place,
But it's not really there, right? All right, so do we want to agree and say neither, or do we want to go with a where because it's a place? What do you all both think? And we don't have to agree, I'm just curious if we want to change our answers.
I think a place, because some people think there's like a pot of gold underneath the rainbow.
Yeah.
So
I'll go with that.
We'll go with that. Nothing wrong with the pot of gold. Okay, so first of all, I keep saying thank you, but I really do mean it. You all have you sat with me, you've worked with me through this. I've seen nothing but bright eyes, smiles, and attention. One quick review and we're out of here, okay? This is a chef. A chef is a person. A person is a who.
who is a person?
There it is. I'm gonna turn this around because we know a chef works in a restaurant and a restaurant is a place and a place is.
Where?
And a where?
You can keep saying it.
A where is a place?
There it is right there. Pool. Who works at a pool?
Lifeguard.
And lifeguard is a person.
And the person is a who.
Who is a person?
There it is. This is a field. Called a field of vegetables. Who works in the field of vegetables?
A farmer.
A farmer.
Is a person, and a person is a who, and a who is a person.
Thank you very much. A couple more and we'll be done here. This is a teacher. A teacher.
Is a person, and a person is a who.
Where does a teacher work at?
School. School is a place, and a place is a where.
We're gonna do two more, then I'll stop, okay? This is a bus driver.
A bus driver is a person, and a person is a who, and a who is a person. A bus is a place, and a place is a where, and a where is a place.
All right, so I said one more. I sort of lied, but not really. I'm gonna let you both pick the last ones you want to do. So you can pick one and you can pick one. And then you can ask me to respond. So you can show me the picture and you can ask me what it is.
Okay, so
That is a fire person. A fire person is a person, and a person is a who. All right. Now, a fire person would work at a fire station. A fire station is a place, and a place is a where. If I get it right, that means you got it right. Bam. All right. So that would be a policewoman. A policewoman is a person, and a person is a who. And we would find a policewoman at a police station. A police station is a place, is a where. Bam. High five. Double high five because you guys just made my night. And with that, we're done. You guys, did you have fun?
Yeah.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah.
So on a scale of 1 to 5, how many fingers? 1 being, I want to go again right now and skip dinner, or 5 being, I got them all right and I think we're done. 3, I'll take 3. We'll go with 4, a 3 and a 4.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, you guys. We're all done.